So, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Sir.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Neeraj, have you joined? Neeraj Jain? Neeraj Jain, where is he? I hope everybody is safe.
Yes, sir. We safe.
Neeraj,
Yes, sir.
I think Neeraj has not joined, I think. Dangle, Indrajit, how are you?
Fine, sir. How are
इंद्रजीत
you?
कसं आहे हा मी पण ठीक आहे तू कसं आहेस ठीक आहे घरी
Ah,
everything is fine yeah so in case suppose if there is any problem no while I am taking the lecture like if the screen is not visible and I am just explaining then you just let me know all right की सर स्क्रीनवर काही दिसत नाहीये समथिंग लाईक दॅट इज इट ओके
हो सर. हो सर.
हा
हो सर.
समजलं ना किंवा जर लॅग असेल म्हणजे स्क्रीनवर एक दिसते आणि मी पुढचं बोलतोय सो दॅट टाइम ऑल्सो यू कॅन स्टॉप अँड यू कॅन आस्क मी टू गो लिटिल स्लो दिस सेशन इज रेकॉर्डेड
हो सर.
and even attendance is also being recorded. 46 students they have joined. I think I'm still not able to see Neeraj Jain. He's a CR, no? Indrajit?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Somebody has to mute. Please mute your mic because in the background there is a noise. There is a disturbance. Please mute yourself. Yeah, now it is fine. So is the screen visible now? Indrajit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I am not audible, you please let me know. See, now the course name means it's a subject name. So course name is CAD CAM SIM. There are 4 credits for this. This subject will be jointly shared with me by Sudhakar sir. So Sudhakar sir will be taking CAD and some part of FEA, and I will be taking your CAM and SIM. As I said, the course code is PEC 504. So PE stands for Production Engineering and C stands for course. You are aware about the full form. There is CAD means computer aided design. CAM means computer aided manufacturing and not machining. Please remember, because whenever we ask in the oral, most of the students they say that it is computer aided machining, but not so. CAM means computer aided manufacturing, and then you have SIM, that is computer integrated manufacturing. So I'll be taking your entire CAM and Some part of SIM, that is FEA, finite element analysis, will be taken by Sudhakar sir. Also, CAD also entirely will be taken by Sudhakar sir. There will be two lectures for CAM SIM and two lectures for CAD and FEA. Now there are four course objectives. You are familiar with what do you mean by CO? So CO means course objectives. So there are four course objectives. First objective is to familiarize the concepts of computer aided engineering for design and manufacturing. It means what is the use of CAE? CAE means computer aided engineering. What is the use of computer aided engineering in design and manufacturing? Second objective is to impart the knowledge on computer graphics used in engineering. That is, computer graphics means computer modeling. So, what is the use of computer modeling in engineering? And third objective is to familiarize the students with the concepts of computer aided manufacturing. That is nothing but scam. That is, we have to, you must understand what is the role of CAM in practical life. That is what is meant by significance. And then fourth objective is to familiarize the students with interfacing of dry systems with the machine. Interfacing of dry system means axis drives, spindle drives, that we have to connect with the machine. This is also called as retrofitting. Retrofitting means we have existing machine tool like normal our conventional machine tool, and that we are converting into CNC machine. So that is what, to familiarize the students with the interfacing of the drive system with the machines. So these are the outcomes. So we have some COs in mind, and this is what the outcomes you should give. That is, you should be able to use computer graphics, should be able to identify proper modeling techniques. Then you should be able to develop expertise in CAM. That is, you should be able to make the programs, and you should be able to run the machine. All right. You must know what are the basic concepts of control systems. Then, of course, if you are familiar with programming, then you will be definitely familiar with the codes. That is for use for the programming. You must be having little idea about CAM, and then how to use finite element analysis in solving real life engineering problems. So briefly now, see, CAD is nothing but a computer-aided design. That is, we make the drawings. Earlier, we used to make it on the drawing board, but nowadays nobody makes it on the drawing board. We make it with the help of the software. That is AutoCAD, ProE, NX, SolidWorks. So SolidWorks is most popular software. Just a minute. So SolidWorks is most popular because it is easy to operate. It is easy to run. In our college, we have SolidWorks, we have NX5, we have NX11 in our engineering college. So you will be given training on that in your practical session. And then CAM, as I told, computer aided manufacturing. Now you have to remember, computer aided manufacturing means not only computer aided machining. It is controlling any manufacturing activities with the help of the computers. So not only machining, it can be in your textile machine to run the machines, to run the spinning machine, to run the weaving machines. It can be in thermal power plant. Um, it can be in chemical process plant, like say Rashtriya Chemical and Fertilizers or Dharda Chemicals and Fertilizers. In Tata Institute of Fundamental Research also it can be used computer aided manufacturing. Then power plants like Tata and then Adani, they're also computer aided manufacturing. Then textile mills like say Bombay Dyeing or Century Mills. So it has wide applications. Computer aided manufacturing means basically it means that you are controlling manufacturing with the help of the computers. And computer integrated manufacturing means you are combining all the departments. Like we start from the marketing people, they will bring the orders, then planning, then purchase, then production, then inspection, then in supply chain, in logistic, everything. So all these will be connected with the help of the computers. So that is what is nothing but the computer integrated manufacturing. And in that, FEA is also included. The FEA means finite element analysis. Like suppose if you design some base frame on which machine is or on which your equipment is mounted, so that frame should not fail because of the weight of the machines, or when the machine is running, or the foundation should not fail. So once you make the model, then you need to analyze. That is what is called the structural analysis, or we also call it the dynamic analysis. So under that structural analysis, we come to know which section is stressed, so that is going to fail. So accordingly, we change the dimensions. We make that section thicker. We change the dimension so that it will not fail. Understand? It will also optimize the shape. Like suppose, simple example, a table. You are using 25 mm ka ply on which you have kept a computer. So instead of 25 mm, you can even use 10 mm, or even you can use 6 mm thickness ply also. Uh, because so these decisions can be taken with the help of the finite element analysis. So unnecessarily you are spending a lot of money on purchasing your 25 mm ply. So this is what you do it in finite element analysis in very simple way. Now this will be taken, first module will be taken by Sudhakar sir, that is computer aided design. Computer graphics will also be taken by Sudhakar sir. Solid modeling will be taken by Sudhakar sir. And then this module 4 I will be taking. So today we will be starting with this introduction, elements of CAM system. I'm just giving you rough idea, brief overview. So here, I think most of you may be familiar with this CNC, CAM, benefits of CAM. Binary calculation, I will tell you what it is. Then control system is how to control the machines. Then hardware, hardware means your CNC drives, that is axis drives, how x-axis, y-axis, z-axis are moving. Then how is the spindle design, then actuation and feedback devices. Then fifth module is CNC programming. See, there is a lot of scope in the CNC applications and CNC machining. Basically, jobs. There are a lot of job opportunities, because nowadays what has happened, no, every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes you walk, you will find CNC machines in any shop. Even if the small shop also, you will find 2 or 3 CNC machines. Why? Because the cost is, first thing is that cost is reduced. It's not that expensive. Second is this technology. It is now becoming more and more easy to operate and program the machines. And third thing, finance is available for most of the financial institutions or from the bank. So you don't have to worry that now this is costing say 15 lakhs machine. So how I can? I don't have money. But you don't have to worry, because there are people to finance the project. Then sixth module is SIM, that is computer-aided manufacturing. In that SIM, this first part I will be taking, and then in module 6 you have FEA, that is finite element analysis, that will be again taken by Sudhakar sir. All right, so it is like 50-50% divided. Then regarding your scheme, examination scheme, you will have two unit tests to be called as the internal assessment for 20 marks. And unit test will have pattern. We will have two questions, question number one and question number two. So question number one will be 2 marks question. 5 questions you will have to solve. That is 10 marks out of 7. So you have options there in question number one. So 2 marks will be short answer type of questions. All right. And question number two will be brief, answer in brief. So again, there also you have to solve 2 questions. So 5 into 2, that is 10 marks. So question number one, 10 marks. Question number two, 10 marks. So 10 plus 10, 20 marks. Again, in question number one, you have to solve 5 out of 7. And in question number two, you have to solve 2 out of 3 or 4. Right? And remember, finally, we are not going to take best of two, but we'll be taking average. And you know the passing. Passing is 8 marks. That means out of 20, uh, you you should get 15 marks. So 15 divided by 2, uh, that comes to 7.5. Understand? No? I hope you are understanding. So if you have any doubt, you please ask. Please feel free to ask. So out of 20, finally the average should be 8. Average should be 8. So even if you have 7.5, even if you have 7.5, it will be rounded off to 8 marks. Then end semester examination will be taken by university, and that that will be for 80 marks. So 20 plus 80, that will be 100. And you are very well familiar with the question paper now. You already uh, gone through 2 years, so I did not tell you. So question paper, university question paper will be for 80 marks. It will have 6 questions, 20 marks. 20 marks is question number one will be compulsory, and it will have maximum syllabus. Again, every questions will have sub questions, and every question will have options also. Like question number one, you have to solve say 4 questions out of 6, 5 marks each, so that is 20 marks. Question number 6 will generally be short notes, so that will be again you have to solve 4 questions out of 6. And question number 2, 3, 4, 5 will be little lengthy questions. Write in brief, or explain the working of this, explain the working of CNC machine. So maximum weightage of a particular question will be 10 marks. All right. So you have question number one compulsory. That means out of remaining 5 questions, you have to solve 3 questions, and every questions will have sub questions. Regarding the study material, you can refer for my CAM. Uh, you can refer P.N. Rao. That one book is sufficient. CAD CAM by P.N. Rao, and it has also CAD also, and it has FE also. So I think just from the examination point of view or even learning point of view, CAD CAM by P.N. Rao is sufficient. That is this CAD CAM by P.N. Rao. That is, we have sufficient copies in our library, and ebooks is also available. I will share this ebook to you. I'll upload it on the drive. Regarding study material, I'll also you have to keep on checking your classroom, Google Classroom. So I'll be uploading the study material on the Google Classroom. I'll upload also presentations also. Question box, question bank. You are aware that you get for unit tests, may not be for the end semester. So it is 20 for the unit test and 80 for the end semester. Now you have here lab also. Now lab will start after 1 month. So that is CAD CAM C laboratory. Here the list of exercises has been given. This is a revised scheme, and it is not yet available on the University of Mumbai portal. So you can take a screenshot, or if you want, I can share it on the Google Classroom. But officially, it is yet to be published. Uh, Sorry, this is your. I'm very. My apology. This is already published. I was talking about second year. So for the third year and final year, the syllabus is not revised. I'm extremely sorry. So it is as per your scheme, that is previous scheme only. So PL 503 is the course code. So you have it. This syllabus you have it already published for you, because I was thinking about second year and first year. There the syllabus is revised, but here the syllabus is not revised. So you already have this course, so there is no need to take the screenshot of this. It is already there on the portal. I'm sorry, my apology. So in this CAD CAM sim laboratory, you have to perform minimum 6 exercises. So that also I will tell you what to do out of this 9. And then term work, this is any 4 exercises, that is total 6 exercises. You'll have to perform and you'll have to submit. So term work will carry again 25 marks. Term work, and how it is divided, term work ना exercises के लिए 15 marks, then course project, one small project you have to do, that is 5 marks, and then attendance 5 marks. So 15 plus 5 plus 5, 25. So now it is 20 marks for the unit test, 80 marks for the end semester exam, and 25 marks for the term work. So that is 125. And then finally, during the end semester, you also have practical exam, that is oral examination. The oral examination, that is 25 marks. It is again divided into 2 parts. So you will be given one design task. That is for the design task means it will be model a given component, and then either modeling, that is CAD, or it can be generate toolpath simulation, do toolpath simulation and toolpath programming, NC programming, that is generate G codes and M codes. That will be your design task, and then oral. So 15 marks for the design task and 10 marks for the oral. So altogether it will be 150 marks. So I hope the entire scheme and syllabus is clear. So this subject CAD CAM SIM goes as per your scheme, which is not revised. So syllabus is available. The syllabus is revised for your juniors. The total will be 150 marks. The 20 marks for the unit test. It will be average of 2, 80 marks theory paper by university, then 25 marks for the term work, and then 25 marks for the practical. If you have any doubt, you can please ask me. Indrajit, is it clear? Are you there, Indrajit? Hello, hello, Indrajit. इंद्रजीत समजता है ना क्लियर है काही डाऊट असेल तर विचार इंद्रजीत इफ यू यू कॅन आस्क मी इन मराठी ऑल्सो अनम्यूट करून यू कॅन आस्क ऑलवेज
हा सर काय नाही डाऊट
डाऊट नाही ना हा सगळी स्क्रीन
सर
आहे
मला डाऊट आहे सर.
हा प्लीज आस्क विथ दिस
सर रोहित सर.
हा प्लीज आस्क
सर प्रॅक्टिस कशी करणार आहे, कारण आता मोस्टली आम्ही वापस आलो आहे घरी, सो लॅपटॉप वगैरे सर्व तिकडे हॉस्टेलवरच राहिलेत सर.
अच्छा अच्छा
सो याची प्रॅक्टिस वगैरे.
तो we are thinking on that. We are thinking on that. So mostly we hope that we will resume college. Otherwise, we will have some kind of virtual lab, and there we will conduct the practicals. Now, your issue is that you don't have laptop, is it?
राईट सर.
But then you can practice on the mobile, no?
ओके सर. ओके ओके सर,
You
बट
can
हाव?
we will show you know how to do it on the mobile. Hmm?
ओके सर, दॅट्स ग्रेट.
Okay.
थँक्यू सर.
Yeah, most welcome. So there is no doubt here. So shall I go for the next one?
हो सर.
Yes, sir.
So Neeraj, you have come, no? Neeraj.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was a bit late.
No problem, no problem. So in case of any doubt, no, you can ask me. You can stop me and ask me. Right? You
Yes,
can
sir. No
unmute
worries.
and then again mute it. Right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is if the screen is not clear. Now I am going to show one video. So what is the capability of CNC machine? See, there will be a slight lag. All right. Is this screen visible?
येस सर.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There will be slight lag. I may not be able to understand. So you have to stop and tell me. See now, what you can see. This is a round bar. All right. This is a round bar, or we can say it's a raw material. And this is what is your final component is finished component. This, since the quantity being one or two, it will be machined out of this component from this round bar. Had the quantity been more, like say 1,000 pieces or say 5,000 pieces, then we would have thought of some other options like say casting or forging, or powder metallurgy like this. But since the component is only one or two pieces, so that's why this is to be machined out of a round bar. So this is what is your raw material is, and this is what is your finished component. So this has been done entirely on CNC lathe. This has been done entirely on CNC lathe. Like this projection, then this projection, then this collar which is eccentric, then this teeth, then all these projections has been done on the CNC lathe. So otherwise, suppose if there would not have been any CNC lathe or turn mill, this particular machine is called the turn mill. That means you can do turning as well as milling on this machine. Then you would have required lathe, you will require milling machine, you will require gear cutting machine, then you will require gluing machine, or laser cutting machine. uh, so minimum 4 to 5 machines you will require if you don't have a CNC turn wheel. All right.
Sir, can we
Yes.
do it on a metal 3D printing machine?
Yeah, we can do it on 3D metal printing machine. Yeah, that's a good thing. Now 3D metal
But
printing is
sir,
also.
will it be efficient for one or
So,
two products?
no, it will not be efficient. See, there are still disadvantages 3D metal printing may. It will not be efficient as CNC machines, 3D metal. Then there is no good dimensional stability, because when you are talking about CNC machine, we get tolerances as close as 5 microns. 5 microns, you understand, that is 0.005 millimeter, or
Yes, sir.
5 upon 1000 millimeter, 0.005 millimeter. This is what tolerances we can go. If you visit BARC, that is Bhabha Atomic Research Center, or TIFR, that is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research at Tromwe, BARC at Anushakti Nagar, or ISRO or NASA, there are many components which need accuracy of 5 microns. This is what you'll get only on CNC machines. And in general, any CNC machines usually give 20 micron accuracy. 0.20 microns means 0.02 millimeter. So that is nothing but your thickness of the hair. Thickness of the hair. Usually the diameter of the thickness is around 20 micron. So that accuracy you get it on CNC machine, which you will not get at this stage on 3D metal printing. That is dimensional stability. Then if this component have, that is first disadvantage, and if this component is taking say around 50 minutes on CNC machine, on 3D metal printing it will take more than, minimum it will take at least 24 hours. 24 hours for 3D metal printing. So no doubt it is, improving. There are innovations going on 3D metal printing. That is NIT Warangal. They have a good center. So they are developing, but still there are a lot of work to be done. So any one of you also can do projects in 3D metal printing, or you can do research work in 3D metal printing. Yeah, that was a good question. Yeah. Hmm. See, you have a threading inside, you have engraving also. This particular component is done on MCO CNC machine. Now this is what is called as the control. I am showing you video first so that you understand, whenever I am taking theory. Hmm. So this is what is control, CNC machine control. This is called as the tool changer. Now this has two spindles. I'll just pause it. This has two spindles. This is two spindles. Two spindles. This is one spindle and this is another spindle. All right. Spindle, on which the chuck is mounted. This is your three-jaw chuck. This is your three-jaw chuck. All right. Then you have a turret here. That is tool turret. This is one turret, and you also have one more turret here also. And so what happens in two spindle machine, when the component first setup is done, because your tool cannot reach where it is hold in the chuck, that is here you cannot reach. Understand, no? So you will do from here to here, and this when this first setting is done, then either you part off or you remove this component and put it here, and you do the second setup here, so that accuracy is not lost and the workpiece is directly finished. So there is no inventory, because nowadays what is our in lean manufacturing, what we say, it is single piece flow. Single piece flow means what? Moment the raw material is entered, it should not be stopped, it should not be stagnant. It should continuously roll. Roll means continuously operation has to be performed. Material should not remain idle. So all the operations has to be done, and then raw material has to be turned into the finished material or into the finished goods, and it has to be dispatched. This is what is called as the single piece flow. Material should not be waiting for drilling operation, for milling operation, for gluing operation, for threading operation. Material is waiting, that means your money is blocked, your money is lost. Understand? Same thing like your money also. If you have money, you should keep on rolling, because if you keep it in the house, it will remain 1 lakh jo hai, it will remain as 1 lakh only. If you keep it in bank, in FD, or in mutual funds, or in current account, that is, or in business, that is what is we called as a rolling, then it accumulates, isn't it? So same principle here. This is what is called the chuck. This is your coolant pipe. This is PVC, and this is your head, milling head. This, it has become blur now. This is your milling head, and you have a milling cutter here. All right. This particular operation is called as the OD turning operation, which is done by the carbide tools. This particular operation is called as the, there may be lag, so you please tell me. Now this is called as the drilling, but it is not our normal drilling. This is your gun drilling. Why it is called the gun drilling? Because you might have noticed that we are doing directly, there is no center drill or there is no pilot drill. Directly we are doing in the solid. Directly we are doing in the solid. These are the flutes, इसको हम लोग flutes बोलते हैं. The purpose of the flute is to guide the chips, so the chips will come out, because if the chips remain inside the hole, then what will happen? That chip will create a force and your drill will break. It may also cause accidents, so there has to be ways. Any internal operations are always complicated, because there is a difficulty in reaching the coolant, there is a difficulty in removing the chips, and as well as you cannot see what is going on inside. Uh, Whereas in external, coolant can be applied very easily. You can see also, you can take the corrective actions if anything goes wrong. That is not so in internal. So this particular operation is called as the gun drilling. Gun drilling. All right. So this is what is now drilling. Chuck size, diameter 250, or we say 10 inches. 10 inches. This is called the flood coolant. Flood coolant. The code for the flood coolant is M08. M08. You will slowly come to know. Now this is your milling spindle. This is what is your milling spindle. So now your cutter is rotating, as well as your spindle is also rotating. See, now this spindle is rotating. These are called the jaws. Called the jaws. That yellowish things, what you are seeing, so that yellowish thing was coating. See, now we are doing second setup. Second setup here. See, now second setup. So the component has been removed from the first spindle, and it has been introduced, or it has been put into the second spindle, and we are doing operation from the second side. So why we are doing this? So the material is not stagnant, material is not piled up. Now once second setup is done, then it can be easily dispatched. So that means your raw material is converted into finished material. Directly you can charge the money. You see. Generally, the horsepower requirement for the CNC machine is 10 kilowatt to 30 kilowatt. 10 kilowatt. So 10 kilowatt multiplied by 1.36, so that will give you the HP. So 10 kilowatt means approximately 13.6 HP. In case if you want to have your, if you want to become entrepreneur, then you can calculate the running cost based on this input. See, now this particular operation is called the boring. Now boring operation is going on. Boring means enlarging the hole. Enlarging the hole. Now again, this is a teething operation. Now this milling spindle has been inclined. So you have one axis, that is X, you have another axis, that is Z, then you have another axis, that is milling machine gun. This, again and again I am telling, this particular CNC machine is called as the CNC turn mill, CNC turn mill. Turn, that is turning operation. Mill means milling operation. So turning as well as milling operation, both the operations can be carried out here. See, see the beauty. See the beauty. Now see how the chuck is rotating. This particular chuck rotation is called as the orientation. Now this particular operation is called as the interpolation. Slowly you will, since you have seen, now you will understand when I am teaching. This particular operation is called the interpolation, and this is called the circular interpolation. Circular interpolation. Circular interpolation. Now this is indexing. See, there are 120 degree, it is indexed, and this is your circular. See how many axes are moving? Two axes are moving simultaneously. Again, see circular interpolation. Circle. See how this component is produced. This is circular interpolation. Now a kind of a groove, with the particular shape. Now see, in between these two projections, this finishing is being done. This cutter is called as the ball and mill. See, remember the programming for this job is very tough programming, because there are 5 axes involved here. This is again the fourth axis. One is this longitudinal, another is transverse, and third is this, and fourth is this, what the spindle is rotating, and fifth is of course for the cutter. This particular cutter is called as the bull nose cutter, and this yellowish what you can see is that is a coating of titanium carbide. This particular tool is called as the rough end mill, which is used for roughing operation. This is flood coolant. See, even the threading was also done. This external threading. Once you understand, then it becomes easy to teach. Now this is engraving. MCO. Now this particular operation is, this is like a gear cutting or gear hobbing. This is what is your hobbies. This is a cutter. Now it's doing the gear cutting operation or teeth cutting. Again, this yellowish is nothing but the coating, that is titanium carbide. Now this is what is your finished component is. This finished component, which is done on CNC machine, and the cycle time for this was around 45 to 50 minutes, which cannot be done on 3D printing or casting or rolling. Casting rolling, so you forget it, because it's for one piece it is very difficult. All right.
Sir, what
Close
happens to
this.
the waste product?
Sorry,
What
what happens to the
waste product like chips of iron?
waste product?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Your question is not clear. If you wish, let me see some in the chat box. Anybody has written? Neeraj is in waiting room.
He was.
Yes, sir.
He is already in. No, yeah. Please repeat your question, please.
Sir, what happens to the waste chips of ions?
Waste, waste, that is nothing but the chips. No, here
Yes,
waste
sir.
is nothing but the chips.
What did
Uh,
do with it?
so the chips, there is a provision to convey the chips at the bottom, so chips can be conveyed. Then it is collected with the help of a chip conveyor, and the code for chip conveying is also inbuilt. That is called that is generally it is M37, and then there is a bin. So in the bin the chips are collected automatically in the bins, and then it is to be disposed of, so you can sell it off. That, is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all this I will share in the classroom. So you keep on, visiting your classroom for the study material. So this is module 4. I am taking module 4. So the screen is visible, isn't it? Good. The first, why it is
Yes, sir.
required? That is, yeah. Screen is visible, no? Need for numerical control.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as I said, that CNC, if you want to write it down, you can write it down also. Few points like the evolution, how the evolution started. Evolution started earlier. It was TNC, T for tiger. So the full form of TNC is tape numerical control. Initially, it was only NC. It was only NCL to begin with. That is in 1970s. So NCs means numerical control. So controlling only with the numbers. Then it was further developed to TNC, that is tape numerical control. Then tapes were replaced by cassettes. Cassettes, you are aware, isn't it? Audio cassettes. So instead of, so earlier the tape was used for controlling the machine. So we used to punch the holes, and the holes represent the number or characters. The holes represent the program. So it was very tedious. So that was replaced by cassettes, like our audio cassettes. So we used to store the program in the cassettes, like how you are storing the your songs in the audio cassettes. And then this cassette used to be loaded on the machine, and then machine used to read. Then there was a problem of editing. So that's why it was further developed to CNC, that is computerized numerical control, where there is a dedicated computer in which you can write the program, you can edit the program and control the machine. That is what is called the CNC, that is computer numerical control. CNC is further developed to DNC. DNC is nothing but distributed numerical control. Distributed numerical control. So distributed numerical control means you have several machines. You have several machines which are controlled by one computer. That is, normally one CNC machine will have one computer. In distributed numerical control, in DNC, you will have many machines. Those machines will not have computer. Say 4 machines will be controlled by one computer. So there is a saving of computers. There is a saving of manpower. All the machines will be controlled by single person. Then it is further, that is the DNC. So first is your tape numerical control, then tape numerical control, then you have CNC, then you have DNC, and then you have VNC. V for vertical. VNC means voice numerical control. Voice, that is, you can control your machine with voice. So no need to do programming. You can instruct your machine by voice. That is what is called as the voice numerical control.
So, do we have these types of machine?
Sorry,
Do we have these types of machine in India? Voice control.
voice numerical control. No, voice numerical control machines has not come here in India. That's abroad, but you have a lot of voice numerical control machines.
So can you give one example of voice control machine?
Voice numerical control means like now um, this now diameter. So you have to say the diameter, reduce the diameter of the blank from diameter 100 to diameter 90. This is what is instructions I am giving. Whatever you are writing codes, that you have to go in the form of voice. Then it will generate the code for that, and it will do the machining. Like in Google we use, or in many times in translation
Okay,
also
sir,
we
got
use.
it.
Even, yeah, English to any other languages. So there also we use our voice, isn't it? And then it goes on typing. So exactly similar to that. Hmm?
Sir, what is the difference between VMC and VNC?
Difference between VMC and VMC. So see, VNC means voice numerical control, and VMC is nothing but vertical machining center. See, one is VNC, that is voice numerical control. That is you are controlling machine with your voice, and VMC is nothing but your vertical machining center. So I'll show you that vertical machining center is nothing but a kind of a milling machine, vertical milling machine, which you have already seen. But that vertical milling machine will have a tool changer 40 tools, 20 tools, 40 tools, 60 tools, or up to
Like a
80.
rotor.
Yeah, up to 80 tools you will have tool changer. So a vertical milling machine with a tool changer is called as the VMC, vertical machining center. And what I told, VNC, that is voice numerical control. Hmm? Good question. Okay. So competition is increasing today. Suppose if I am giving a component for 10 rupees, there are people available who will quote 9 rupees, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is what is competition is. Not only
Yes,
this,
sir. Yes, sir.
even many of the manufacturer, like say Bajaj hai, या Mahindra hai, they keep on revising their purchase order every year. Like this year, suppose if they are giving you say 10 rupees per component, then after 6 months they will say that now this component you have to reduce the price by 25 paisa. We don't know. You have to continuously develop your technology. So now the purchase order which is
But
released,
sir, what if economy drops down?
economics.
What if economy drops down? Will company be able to reduce the prices?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
How?
See, suppose whatever component being manufactured, if that is available at lower prices, so finally the cost of the
Yeah,
product
but sir, if order is only not there,
order is.
like in a
Now
scenario
this
of
is,
economic crisis, there are less
now this is,
orders.
now this particular thing you are talking about, this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, isn't it? So I
It
was
can
not
be any
talking.
pandemic, not only COVID-19, any pandemic.
Mhm. So now here we have to develop the technologies, since that will overcome this. So people are thinking on that how to overcome, and definitely this will, the impact will have at least for 2 years or 3 years. It will take to build up the economy. Don't worry. Hmm?
So all I'm asking is, sir, will the prices drop down or the prices will remain same or they will increase?
No, the prices will remain same. Prices will remain same. It will most
Ah,
probably it will drop down. See now real estate. Real estate, if you can see, like Shapoorji, the builders like Shapoorji Pallonji or Dosti, they are reducing the prices slightly.
but sir, मेरे इधर prices बढ़ रहा है. Like my house is near the airport, उसका price तो increase हो रहा है.
It is increase of that. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
see you have to see how the now suppose if construction real estate, so you have to see whether the price of cement or concrete, whether it is reduced, whether the labor price is reduced, whether the land price is reduced. अभी एयरपोर्ट का बाजू में it is very prime. हाँ,
Hmm.
so
But
if
sir,
the land,
let's come back to machining. Sir,
हाँ,
machining में क्या होता है कि जिससे मैं price reduce कर सकूँ?
हाँ, मशीनिंग में क्या होता है, सी नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस मशीनिंग में, बिकॉज ऑफ द सी टेक्नोलॉजी नाउ, अर्लियर नॉट इन द बिगिनिंग द सीएनसी machines were expensive. सी 25 lakhs का machine, which was 15 years before, now same machines are available for 20 lakhs now,
Hmm.
because of the development in the technology, isn't it? I said even the tools also, tools which were expensive, the tools, even the inserts, you don't believe, the insert, the CBN inserts or the diamond inserts. Can you believe the one insert, CBN ka insert, that is CBN means cubic boron nitride,
Yes,
and
yes, sir.
diamond insert, which was costing 1 lakh. it was imported 1 lakh per insert. One you can check the prices, which is now available at 50,000 rupees. CBM
हाँ
insert. ऐसे है. The insert, our normal insert, जो carbide inserts है, which you are using on the CNC machines, that was
yes
costing
yes
around 600, 500. That is available now for 250 rupees. The CNC machine cost per hour cost, 10 years before it was say 800 rupees per hour. Now it has come to as low as 240 rupees, 4 rupees per minute, 4 rupees per
हम्म
minute. It has come down.
बराबर है सर.
4 rupees per minute. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah,
Yes, thank you sir.
yeah, most welcome. So why in competition, people's asking for the quality, accuracy and repeatability. So this is what is important. Accuracy means, like say if I am asking the components for plus minus say 20 micron, then you should be able to machine that component in plus minus 20 micron. That is what is called the accuracy. And repeatability is important. Repeatability, that is, you must be able to machine that component after component in plus minus 20 micron for 100 pieces, for 500 pieces, 1000 pieces. I Simple example, like suppose in one semester, if you are scoring say 95% or pointers say 10 pointers, and another semester hmm, you have say 6 pointers, next semester you have 7 pointers. Instead of that, I will prefer you score pointer 7 but throughout the semester same pointer. So that is what is called the repeatability. Repeatability is important. Instead of 20 microns, even if you give 25 microns, if your product allows, that is fine, but all the components should be within plus minus 25 micron. And this repeatability you will get only in CNC machine, in normal conventional machine it is very difficult. Now cost, this is what you are talking. You should be able to deliver the cost. You should be able to give the low cost, right? Varieties. Varieties, and that is what we call as a flexible automation, flexible manufacturing. So now the need is, see, if somebody wants red color, like suppose if your line, automobile line, if it is manufacturing say red color wala automobiles, earlier what it was, it will go on for 1 month red color only, but now not so. Flexible manufacturing means on the same line, after red line you will see silver color ka, you will also see white color ka on the same lines in the same ship. That is what is called the, because it's all robotic painting. Robots will change the guns from red color to silver, painting guns, spray guns. That is what flexible. So you should have on the same lines you can have different models. That is what is called the flexibility. That is the demand, today's demand. So what is numerical control? So it is application of digital technology to, digital technology is nothing but your 1010. That is what you have to remember. 1010. 1 stands for high or on, and 0 stands for off. 0 stands for off or low. So it's a kind of a square pulse. So 1 is on or 1 is high, and 0 is off or 0 is low. All right. So with the help of this 101010, you can control this machine, and this is what is called the digital control. So any instruction whatever you give, like I say voice control, machine from diameter 100 to diameter 90, so it is converted into this 101010. So 1 means on, 0 means off, 1 means high, 0 means low. And this machine language, these low voltage signals are converted into high voltage signal as per the motor through the computer or through the controller, and then the motors are run, and motors are connected to the screws. So when the motor runs, the screw rotates. When the screw rotates, the table is fixed to the screw, and then the table reciprocates. I repeat again, whatever instructions you give or whatever instruction you write, let's say x 50. That means I want to say that move the axis by 50 mm. So that x 50.0 will be converted into binary. Like say, what is the binary equivalent of 10? Or if I ask other way, what is the decimal equivalent of 1111? It is like 8421. 1111. So it is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So it will be how much? 1111 will represent how much? 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2, that is 14 plus 1, 15. So that 15 stands for 1111. So the pulse is high. If I say 1010, so 1010, okay. So first one 8 plus 0 plus 2, 8421, remember. So the first bit from the right hand side, or I will say first bit, these are called the bits. So first bit from the left hand side, that is 8. Then second bit from the left hand side, that is 0. So 8 plus 0, that is 8. Then third bit from the left hand side, that is 2. So that means 1010 will stand for which
Excuse me,
number?
sir.
It will stand for number 10. So 10 is a decimal input which will be converted into binary or machine language, that is 1010. Yeah, please.
Sir, we got the link of the other class, other lecture, which is after this. Like
Yeah.
it's already 9:55. So
Okay.
can we
Okay.
go and join that classroom?
Okay. So anybody? Yes. So anybody want any questions in
Sir,
Mandapur?
can you just conclude this video?
I will just summarize. So today, uh, I just explained you what is the scheme, how is the examination, etc. Then what are the syllabus, what I will be taking. It is CAD, CAM, and SIM. Then I showed you the CNC machine, CNC turn mill, and then we were going to the first lecture, that is elements of CAM system, and we were discussing what is numerical control. So numerical control is nothing but controlling the machine with the help of the alphanumeric characters. Alphanumeric character means alphabets as well as like X, Y, Z, then numbers and some special characters. So there are 256 characters. With the 256 characters are sufficient to give any instructions. Understand, no? 256 characters. So all these instructions are converted into 1010 machine languages. These are nothing but the low voltage signals. These low voltage signals are converted into high voltage as per the motor requirement. Motors are run, screws are rotated, and then table reciprocates. Anybody wants to ask question? 1 or 2 minutes.
No, sir. All clear.
Okay. Okay. You can post it in Google Classroom also, or you can
Sure, sir. Sure,
WhatsApp.
sir.
Yeah,
कुछ लगा
or you
तो
can
पूछ लेंगे,
WhatsApp.
sir.
And I will request for the first lecture, you please give me the feedback also on my personal WhatsApp number uh, for
Sure,
the
sure.
for the improvement of the lectures, that
Sure, sir. Sure.
lagging, etc., etc., how it was.
Yes, sir. No, no issues.
So once again, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any doubts? There are some 8 people here. Dubey, Amit Dubey, are you there? Amit, are you there? Mukesh Purohit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Amit, Mukesh. Any doubt? Mukesh?
Yes. No, sir.
No, no. Okay. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Hello? You understood, no? Yeah. Amit is there? Amit Dubey? He has left. Mr. Sheikh, any doubt? I also have another lecture for second year, so I'll also take your leave. Thank you so much for joining patiently and observing the code of ethics during the lecture, and we'll continue the same. Thanks.